Yeah. Now we just have to explain to the therapists, like I just explained to Stephen, that this first what Immunocal is, what glutathione does for addictions, and then this is a chance to first to learn how to work with glutathione, see the results, and participate with a group of people who are going to know that person and maybe decide to have a consultation, or at least have, it will give them some publicity anyway. So, and it's not going to take more than maybe 1 hour a week, maybe twice, maybe 2 hours maximum. Sometimes it's 30 minutes per session. So maybe just 1 hour for 21 days. So it's not, they don't have to be in the group every day at all. The group is closed. I mean, we're not talking to the group all the time because that makes them lose the information. So we just share the link for the session. And they have to do maybe 1, 2 sessions, sometimes 3 maximum.
Yeah, and one of the big things also, you have to remember that we are gonna do this nutrition, like detox therapy for them to quit addictions. Most of the people are gonna be for sugar and, you know, foods. So we are gonna share all the recipes. We're gonna explain how they have to eat, you know, each day. So it's mainly most of the work is more for us, for the nutrition, and the rest of the therapists are doing their sessions, and yeah, then they can answer when we open the you know the doubts, let's say, hour where they are gonna ask things. But normally it's more us, actually, you know, it's more with the nutrition, and the other therapists, they are supporting, kind of. Well, that's how it worked in Spain, at least.
Yeah. So, and if you, like, for example, if Stephen knows another therapist and he wants to invite them to participate, that therapist, well, first of all of the therapists have to be consultants. They have to join Immunotech because they want to have their own link. It doesn't make sense that I participate and I don't have a link. So they're not going to make any, I mean, they also want to promote Immunocal because that will give them a commission as well from the buying of Immunocal. So if Stephen
explain what that would involve? Sorry, Elena.
Well, to be a consultant, you have to join Immunocal or Immunotech, and that has a cost of 34 pounds for a year, and that will give you a link. If from that link you can sell Immunocal to your patients and you can invite people to join the 21-day challenge. So you have a link where people can buy the 1 box of Immunocal they need to participate. And that will give you commission from Immunotech, the company, that pays 31% if you have more than 3 clients or 3 customers who bought from your link. And then if you know another therapist, you can also use that link to register the other therapist to become another consultant. This is a network marketing. But what we're making out of it, we are working with professionals. So we are making like connections with professionals. We are working in synergy. And we are like learning, I mean, growing together in a way. We are helping professionals give them advice on how to use Immunocal, but also creating connections. So everybody in Immunotech comes under another consultant, always. And many times you get other consultants under you from the way Immunotech works and how everybody has to be placed in one place, no? So you may invite other people as you are being invited, you know? So it's like a connection from. So we are using this challenge to introduce people to Immunocal, to learn how it works, to feel it. And because we know it works, we know they will recommend it. And this is the best way to know it, to start taking it. And also to introducing Immunocall to other professionals so that they can see firsthand how it works. So yeah, that's how you can introduce it. I mean, you can. I thought maybe May would be a really good time to start so people can join in April. But if you think you need time to find other professionals or you think there's not enough, then we can do it later. But
So yeah, I think we will have time. We have here Roshin. She has already.
oh, hi, Rosine.
Ah, okay.
Hello, Rosine.
Hi, Elena. Hi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've there's quite a lot of therapists I know that might be able to do pieces. One around mindfulness, another around qigong. I could maybe do heart math or somatic experiencing. So the heart math is breathing. A technique, very simple, very nice, very, very effective. And or a somatic experiencing sample exercise in a way, maybe. There's a couple of people, but do the therapists have time to be introduced to?
Yeah, in a first Zoom.
But I mean, should do they need to be taking it? Is that what I understood from you, Elena?
Taking
The Immunocall, yeah, themselves.
Maybe not. With
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's coherent that
Yes.
you recommend something that you are trying yourself to see how it
But
works.
it's not necessary.
No.
Okay.
It would be necessary
But
that they are ready because they are gonna get benefits by recommending it. And if I mean, this is a promotion we're doing. We are trying to help people, which is our first aim always, because we are all in health, and that's why we want. And of course, we have a retribution, which is buying a box and a booster. They will have this. So of course, the therapists need to be enrolled in order for them to have the benefits. Also, Elena I don't know if you explained already, but all the therapists can share their details, and they can share like what their fees are, and anyone that is in the 21-day challenge, they can have a discount for the future sessions. So that's also how do you say, a benefit, no? But the main thing is for all of us to have more people enrolling or buying, and how Elena said, no, like they try one box and they'll get better and feel better, and we have loads of testimonials there, so it's amazing. And what we have back is that they have bought it, and we get the benefit of the commissions, but actually it's a good thing that we are helping people, and as we know with Immunocall. But I mean, so they would need to be enrolled if they want to have a benefit, because they are not gonna be paid for that session they do during the 21.
What we did last time, the first time we did it in Spain, is it was free for all the people who bought it from our links. The therapists, most of them had a link, but for example, there were two friends of mine who were not involved in sharing. They just participated because they wanted the promotion, and they had a link, but they weren't using it. But I mean, the idea would be that you have your own link so that you can promote it as well with your clients, customers. But what we did is it was free for our team of consultants and their clients, customers, but we charge that time it was 70 euros for people coming from other consultants outside our team. So maybe we did maybe there were 10, 15 people who paid, and we distributed that among
because the
therapists.
first time I got paid, but then the other ones.
Yeah, so maybe we could do that. We can
But I
share
Yeah.
it with other consultants, and if they want to participate, they have to pay a fee, maybe, I don't know, £60 or something like that. And for the rest of our people, our customers, our clients, it's free.
Hmm.
Because that way we are going to get them involved with taking Immunocal. This is a promotion, but not only just to sell Immunocal, we want them to experience it and to really see what it does with addictions. And not
Mhm.
only with addictions, because many people after the 21 days, they say, well, I don't have any migraines anymore. I don't feel pain anymore. I am not tired anymore, and so many things. I mean, it helps with so many things. It's not just for addictions, but it's just like a start
Mhm.
for them to see it.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if we prepare it, because we have to maybe do it, if we decide to do it and we put a date to start it, then I can arrange a day to have the first Zoom meeting to explain what it's going to be. And then we can prepare like a promotion, like a leaflet or whatever. And if you want, I can share it with other people, other groups in English, in England.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, that depends on what you decide, or
Mhm.
maybe we can.
I think yes, we could share and we do that if
Yeah.
if there's more people. We charge, you said, no?
Yeah, we can charge if I share it with the rest of consultants in UK, if
Okay.
you want. But that depends on you. But I mean, there will be more people, of course. Some people will pay, some others won't. So it's just trying to see what works best. I mean, it will be the first time in Britain, so we'll see. But you can promote it on your social network, on Instagram, on Facebook, and through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And we
All
can do like a maybe small video. Saito can do it. A small video explaining what it does.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Any other questions? Bea? You have all the questions, always.
Nope, I can't think of any now.
Mm.
That's weird. Um, Erin hasn't made it. She was busy with all the kids and things. Stuart, do you not have nothing to say today?
I'm just listening.
Okay, what do you think?
I like the 21-day challenge, but I'm just trying to get around in my head what way, is it just going for therapists? Is it going for people actually with addictions, or just in general, anybody there that wants to go on to a bit of a health kick for 21 days?
Yeah.
What do we do? Are we aiming towards getting more therapists on board so they can experience it themselves to promote it then through their networks, or are we just going for everybody initially?
Well,
We're going for everyone because this is not just for serious addictions. We are not aiming at, someone hooked to drugs or anything like that.
Mm,
Some foods are addictive, like maybe bread is addictive, but it's also for people who want to do a change in their diet and they don't have the willpower to do it. For
yeah, well,
example, I want to do, yeah,
now's a good time when it's spring and everybody's thinking about summer,
yeah.
and
Mm.
now's a real good time for it. So
yeah, but Elena, we had also tobacco and alcohol, and
Yeah,
here we
tobacco,
had to.
alcohol.
That's why I
Mm.
talked to Stephen, because there's a big problem here in
Mm.
everywhere in the world, but at least
everyone.
this Ireland is alcohol, there's a lot of mental health problems, a lot. It's a place where we all know there's a lot of suffer and trauma. And I think in Spain is more maybe the food, but we have to also be open to this because it can help to, I don't know, or everything is related at the end. Any addiction, it comes from the same filling the gap trauma, no? I mean, but I don't know. I think we can be a little bit open maybe here in Ireland with the maybe the drugs is someone is not gonna be able to or don't feel like joining because it's something, you know, more deep. I don't know, maybe
Stephen,
maybe you can tell us about this.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a big problem here in the UK in general. In the world in general, I think that more and more people are getting addicted to substances, and yes, some of these are medications and alcohol, and so there's definitely an issue there. I don't know if this is gonna, you know, the type of people that will be attracted to this type of detoxing. I don't know if they would be the people who are struggling with those type of addictions, but I mean, I'm interested in the opportunity anyway. It sounds like a good thing. And yes, it's very possible that someone does have some sort of addiction and is
Can
trying
I
to address
Stephen?
everything.
Stephen, can I ask, just because I don't know and I don't work in that area, but with your expertise, would there be any issues around safeguarding? You know, if people were joining, where we're, you know, is there anything there that might?
Is it for adults? Is it for
For adults.
Yeah.
exclusive? I don't see any safeguarding.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. And then you mentioned as well, like different types of addictions. I thought also tech addiction, it's a massive one.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us all. Look at us all. How are we going to
That
communicate?
was one of my first thoughts. I was like, yeah, no, doom scrolling is one of the, I would say, is not one of the biggest addictions ever. Like,
Yes, I totally agree with you.
I was at Botanic Park today and it was the most beautiful sunny day and everyone was just
No.
I've got a work addiction. Will that get me away from working?
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, it works with everything.
Well, something really interesting that you have to have a look at Jimmy Goodman's book. I don't know, Stephen, if you ask a
It's
title to send
brilliant,
it to
yeah.
you. Yeah. Well, there's a
I have to send it to him.
Yeah, there's a whole chapter on addictions. And there's a study done on game addiction. Games, I mean, people who bet a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Betting addiction. And gambling addiction. And it works. Glutathione works in gambling. So yeah, of course it's going to help anything that is in the brain.
Yeah.
So we're putting this 21-day challenge together. We're obviously the nutritional side of it, on the food side of it, you mentioned earlier. Are we going to be providing people with like a menu or suggestions?
No.
Or?
Well,
No, we just give them indications and some recipes, but we don't give them in a menu because menus are addiction as well. I mean, we don't want a menu. Menu is terrible. People don't want to do a menu. That's the problem with most food addictions, is that they do menus. So we don't do menus. They have to feel what they want to eat and what day and what, I mean, we don't give quantities, we don't give menu, we just give ideas. And not everyone does a diet if they don't want. They may just want to take Immunocal, and some people may not want to do the diet like extremely well, but we recommend that they do, but it's not like compulsory. It's very open. We're just giving so many tools and you just take as many as you want. You have the sessions, you have the diet, you have the recipes, but nothing is like compulsory. But for the diet, we recommend that they do it as better as they can, because it works if you do it right. I mean, it's a diet to be done
The
properly,
diet,
but not.
you know, it's a big part of it.
Yeah, but sometimes people come to the challenge because they have, I don't know, tobacco addiction and they don't want to do the diet. It's okay. I mean, that's not going to stop them joining
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they will make the most of the sessions, the coaching and so on. But we recommend it they do it. Sometimes in the end they all do it and they are happy to do it. But it's not necessary for some people, may not be so important.
All right,
But
okay, okay.
And
So what we're going,
sorry.
so what we have to do, so we're doing the 21-day challenge. So then within those sort of few weeks, we're going to have if we get therapists who has equality, Rushing can do a bit of breathing exercise for 30 minutes. Maybe you have 2 sessions, maybe in 1 week from 2 different people, something to complement and give other people a
Yeah.
bit of an idea. You know, are we going to set this in an itinerary to say, right, your first week, we're starting on this date. Your first week will have these 2 people on these
Yeah,
2
there's a
specific days.
schedule. We send
Yeah.
a schedule. We send all the information, as Elena was saying at the beginning, and there's a, how do you say, the Google, how do you call that, Elena? Where we used to put all the
Like an
timetable
organizer?
of the week.
Yeah.
and WhatsApp.
Yeah, but it was in Google
timetable.
Drive, a Drive. Yeah, Google Drive, and no, it was there like the timetable, like all the.
No, it was
Yeah.
in a photo for the participants. In Google Drive, it was just for the therapist to.
Ah, okay. And for them, it
No,
was
it was-
a picture of the timetable. Yeah. But I mean, they get all the information, and there's a schedule, of course, where we know which, with the therapist, we choose which time of the day and which days it suits us, and yeah, we organize ourselves, and then we of course we share with them.
Okay.
So the first thing would be to set a date to start. And then find maybe 2, 3 more therapists because we have Roisin, we have Stephen. I don't know if we have someone else. Maybe Donna knows someone because she
Roshin
knows
has-
about therapists.
Roshin has 2 people more. They do
So there's
meditation,
already 6
Qigong,
people then.
Qigong and mindfulness and Qigong.
I may also ask Emma
Okay.
to see if she wants to get into it.
Who?
Emma.
Craniosacral, but can she do it online?
But she was a yoga instructor for many years and a meditation instructor as well.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have anyone doing yoga, so yeah,
that'd be
Yeah.
good.
if she wants to. Perfect.
A trauma
I will
therapist.
ask her because she's under me so already, so she might or she
Okay.
knows someone as well.
In Belfast, I know a trauma therapist now. I'm going to speak to her about it too.
Oh, great. Okay, so let's put a date, maybe for what day is it today? The 6th. We can talk again on, or maybe for this weekend, we propose other therapists, ask them, and if they want to join, we prepare like a small video with their names, what they're going to do, and we put a date for a Zoom meeting, for the first meeting, where I will explain people interested in joining. So maybe let's put a date, for example.
Elena, would it almost be good to have a meeting before with the therapist so they can sort of see what is expected of them, learn a little bit about Immunocal instead of just directly throwing them
But
in?
maybe you can do it yourself, each of you, explain to the therapist, and then they can be there when I give the first Zoom meeting,
Vale.
which will be, because normally people come to the meeting and that's where they learn exactly what we're going to do. For
Sorry,
example,
the first meeting is for not just for the therapist, but for the people that are wanting to
the
participate.
people, yeah, so we have maybe 2, 3 weeks to promote it. And then we have one day, for example, 24th of April, for example, where we have that meeting, then we record it and you can share it with everyone interested. Or 17th 17th as well. It could be 17th of 18th or 19th. It's a Saturday, 20th of April. We give the first introduction where we introduce the program.
Mm.
We record it and then you can share it, the recording, with anyone interested. Until the 20th of April, you have time to find other therapists
Promote.
who may just want to join.
And then we promote from the 20th to the 5th to the, for example, 5th of May.
No, we promote from now, from
right.
when we have the
Team.
the
The
team.
flyers.
I mean, the team can be changed in the last minute. I mean, doesn't have to be. But if you already know the people, that just give me like a list of them and what they're going to do, and then I prepare like something to promote it, and then I will add them to my presentation when I do the presentation of the challenge. So the presentation of the 21-day challenge would be the 20th of April, a Sunday.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and for that day, it is when I will need to be
Wait,
certain who is going to
Elena,
participate.
the 20th is the Easter Sunday, so maybe a lot of people
Yeah.
know it.
The 20th.
Easter Sunday.
Yeah, what? Easter Sunday. Ah, okay. So when would be the best?
Maybe the 18th? I see it's also the same.
Friday. Okay, Friday the 18th.
Better than Sunday, no?
We can do Sunday.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah,
Thursday 17th.
I think the Friday is better.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, that would be the introduction. I mean, doesn't matter if not everyone can attend. We're
Alright.
going to.
So the 18th, can you repeat? The 18th we will do the
Presentation.
Intro- Presentation introduction to everyone that's taking part.
Wait. To the participants, yeah, but the therapists should know before that day because we need their names for that day.
Oh yeah.
So if I just need to know Roisin, for example, what she does, a small, like one paragraph, and what she's going to do for the challenge. Stephen, what he does, and then when we start the WhatsApp group, then we will share like a longer paragraph about with the details, the webpage, and so on. But for the
And
first
fees and the-
introduction, just the name and what they do.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, and it doesn't matter if we like, for example, if we do the presentation on the 18th, we said the 18th, yeah. And then a week later, someone else joins a therapist, doesn't matter. We just add them, or someone calls out, doesn't matter. I mean, it's not.
Okay.
So great. Yeah, are we ready? Yeah, this is really
Yes.
thumbs up. Yeah.
Can we have, but are we having another meeting before? Do we need to do another meeting or we just, Elena, you and me, we create like a promo flyer or
Yeah, I
something?
can help you with the promo. But just let me know if you like the one I share with the group.
Yeah, I like that.
Something like that.
That one is super, but we don't say anything there about Immunocal or the rest of
No, we don't say it. That's just an introduction. We explain it in the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
And then we share the recording. I mean, with that first video, we just invite to the Zoom meeting. And in the Zoom meeting, we explain everything we recorded, and then we share the recording.
That's right.
So it'll be different Because if we say something about Immunocal and they don't know what it is and they don't know anything, they might get confused beforehand. So it's
Yeah.
better to explain that in a Zoom so that people can ask questions and so on.
Okay. Perfect.
Mm. And then everyone will share their own links. No, for people to buy, then we will explain if you want to join, you have to buy Immunocal such and such in this link. But before that, we just share the invitation to the Zoom meeting now. And
Mhm.
afterwards, we share the link
Vale.
once we
Okay.
have it recorded. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, but because we have done it before, I think that's the best way. Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
Hmm.
Sorry, Elena, is this team UK, Ireland, are they actually holding live presentations once a week at all?
It
At
is
the moment.
in Zoom meetings, you mean Discover Immunocal?
Like,
Maybe not once a week, but maybe we should start once a week. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, we should start doing more. Maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. But you can all participate. I mean, if you want, we can arrange 1 day a week, or maybe 1 day every 2 weeks to do
Yeah,
a
have to start.
presentation. Hmm.
so are there more
Yeah.
teams in the UK?
We
the
can
UK,
think about
do you
that.
know?
There are more teams, but I don't know if they're doing many presentations. Not that I know, because there's no general manager in UK at the moment. So there's no coordination at the moment.
Right, okay.
But we have a training this Thursday. This Thursday at 8 in the evening for the compensation plan.
Okay.
So just for you to know that will be with the corporative at the
Yeah, it's the
USA.
one who told us.
Will
Yeah.
that be recorded, Elena?
Yeah, it will be recorded. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But you haven't
Okay.
sent the link, no?
No, not yet. I'm waiting. Hmm.
Okay.
I don't have the link. Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah, we
okay.
any doubts or anything, we keep on we say something in the
Yeah.
group. But yes, thank you, Elena.
Okay. Thank you.
you.
And congratulations, Saito, that I didn't see
Yeah,
you.
the
Ah.
big diamond.
Yeah. First diamond in UK. First
yeah.
one. Yeah. And
My
she's
friend
going to be in the academy, no? VIP Academy. When?
tomorrow
Tomorrow. Okay.
to tell my story. Very, very nice ladies calling. No, but it's funny because my friend Claudia said, Saitel, I think now you have to take this for serious, like
Yeah.
it's time for you to start taking it seriously. Okay. Looks like yes.
Yeah, you're there now.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
Good
Okay,
job.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah, me too. Okay.
back to work.
So let's talk
Thank you,
again.
everyone.
Bye. Take care.
Okay,
All right. See you.